everyone, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought it would be fun, being the fact that I am pregnant. If you guys don't already know that, I will have all of my stuff linked down below for you guys to go ahead and check out. But I thought it would be fun to sit down and talk about the 5 things that I wish I knew before going into labor with my son. I might even have a 6th one in there, so let's get started. So most of these are things that I knew but didn't fully understand. And number 1 is that it's going to hurt. I did an all-natural birth with my son. I didn't have the epidural or anything like that. I had Pitocin to speed along my contractions and all that sort of stuff, get myself moving, but I didn't have any like pain medication. And it's funny going into like this pregnancy, or going into Jacob's pregnancy even, I remember being like, I'm excited to like feel everything and know everything, and just I wanted to try it natural, and I don't know, I knew it was gonna hurt, but I was like, I'm not worried about it, I'm excited for the experience. And I think going into this pregnancy, I feel the same way, like I'm excited for the experience, and I know that, you know, having that little baby is awesome right after you give birth and stuff, but like, the pain is like unreal, the pain is up there. And so to all those people who are wanting to do it without any medication, I say like, go for it, like your body can do it, you can do it way more than you think you can. And I've heard a lot of people who have had the epidural who, by the time that they were actually pushing, the epidural was kind of worn off anyway, and so they felt that ring of fire and all of the pain. And so, I mean, if you want to try, definitely try, because your body can do it. Trust yourself, but just do what you are comfortable with, no matter what. The second thing is that it's unpredictable. I thought labor would be like, oh, your water breaks and you go in, and you know, you see that all in the movies. And I knew that like there's a bunch of different scenarios that could happen. But for my husband and I, it was like, okay, my contractions are 2 to 3 minutes apart, you know, lasting about a minute. There should be something happening here. And that was for like 3 days before I actually really went into like actual labor. So I would say it's very unpredictable. Number 3, and I did not know this. This is one thing that I was like, kind of, you know that they're gonna be there, but like the nurses are the people that you rely on. I thought your doctor would be your number 1 and he'd be in and out and, you know, checking on you. My doctor checked on me, he broke my water, he came back when I was like already practice pushing. Like you know, but I was with my same nurses all morning, like they were walking me through it, helping me, you know, doing all the practices with me, checking me, all of that sort of stuff. They were there after for the aftercare with Jacob and me, and so it was like the nurses are the real, I mean, not to say I love my doctor, but the nurses are the real heroes in this. They were fantastic. And that's something I didn't know, that you really have to rely on your nurses throughout the whole labor portion. In fact, I don't even think I knew my husband was in the room for half of it. I was just totally like focusing on my nurses because they knew exactly what I was supposed to do, and so I listened to them. Number 4, afterwards, your body is not going to be the same. I mean, and I'm not talking about like exterior, like you got loose skin and you know, your boobs are twice the size and all that. I mean, all that changes too, but I knew that was going to change. I'm talking about like the first time you go to the bathroom after you've had a child, especially if you've had like a vaginal delivery. I can't imagine having a C-section and all of that, like I don't know, I've never been in that situation, but I can't imagine how your stomach feels, or like I know it hurts to sneeze and cough and things like that. And so that even in that situation, it's different. But for, yeah, just what I've dealt with, the first time I used the bathroom and I went to wipe, I didn't know what I was touching. Everything was swollen. Everything was swollen. It was like, okay, I don't recognize my body parts down here. I had a second-degree tear, so I had a few stitches and stuff down there too. And so, yeah, I would say your body, especially down there, is completely different. Number 5, pushing is so much different than I thought. You know, you take all those classes to like, this is how you breathe and this is how you push, and you push like you're taking the biggest poop of your life and all of these things, and you're set up and ready for knowing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. I had no freaking idea. I got in there and I'm like, how am I supposed to push? And I was pushing wrong. I was really unsure of myself because I sort of felt like, this is stupid. Like, I don't feel like that's the right way to be pushing. And then about 2 or 3 pushes in, it was like, it just sort of clicked, and your body is just like, it just kind of does it. It just figures it out and does it, and that's what happened with me. But even going into it this time, I couldn't really explain to you how you push. And for me, like when people say like it's like taking the biggest poop of your life, I didn't really feel like that. It felt different than that for me, and I don't, like I said, know how to explain it otherwise. Just my body just kind of did it. So I have an extra one for you guys, and that's number 6. So it is, you're not gonna care who's looking. I remember coaching my husband to be like, you are not allowed to look down there. You know, I was nervous about my doctor being down there for the first time and all the nurses inspecting me and all that sort of stuff. And that is a little nerve-wracking, like when they're first checking you, but when you are actually in the heat of things and you are pushing, or, you know, you're right near the end and there's like nurses and doctors and your husband and blah, blah, blah. I don't care, just get the baby out of me. I don't care if my husband's assisting and all the nurses are right in there with their faces. I don't care, and you don't even notice. It's just like, get this child out of me. I have to get this child out of me. So don't worry so much about that, because it's not necessary. You don't need to worry about it. And so yeah, that's it guys. Those are my 6 kind of things that I didn't know would sort of happen after and during the labor process with my son. So I'm excited to see how different it is this time around, because there is things that I know will be different. Every pregnancy is different, every labor is different, every woman, every child, it's different. And so I'm excited to see the difference between the two, and I'll probably do another video after we have our child to see like I said, the difference between the two. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to follow along. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.